Hey guys, how's it going today? Hope everyone's doing alright. Now I can see, just 1 second, let me just pause the music. Because I can see an inordinate amount of noise coming through on the mic. Let me just log in to Twitch and see. I don't know what that is. There's a major echo. Hey, it's B-Force, thank you for the follow. So I'm just doing a bit of config at the minute because I seem to have a bit of a echo going on. Well, that's feedback because I'm multi-streaming.
Is that any better? It does sound like it. Right. Yeah, it looks like it was trying to go through multiple microphones. There's one on the webcam and one on my headset. Let me just go into my... I've just followed you, sir. Or madam. XP Force. Again, thank you very much for the follow. Much appreciated. And let's get on with it. Right, now that I've sorted that little issue out. Looks like the webcam is... not playing ball. There you go. Apologies for being right in the face, like... Might be because I'm using a different cable today to try and bring it a little bit closer. Okay. Looks like everything is running a lot better now. So, how is everyone? Hope everyone's had a good day so far. Now that I've found a longer cable, I can actually sit back instead of perching on the end of the end of the sofa all the time. Let's try and position you a little bit better. There we go. Perfect. Oh. So, it's been a bit of a dreary day here today. Obviously, we can't have gorgeous weather all the time. I am just going to move this monitor a little bit closer. And then we're going to have to figure out what I'm going to... I don't think... Well, I'm going to try not to get any forfeits today. Although, realistically speaking, I'm always trying not to get forfeits. Yeah, the only thing now I need is to have the keyboard and mouse wireless. Yeah, I'm just setting our game going. There we go. Right, you should be able to see me a little bit better over here as well, because my lights on the ceiling pointing directly at this wall. And when I'm sat perched on the end of the footstool, I guess you'd call it, you don't get you only get the very top of the top of the light hitting the top of my head, just like I've just done. So, one thing I do need to do is reset that death counter. No, we're not doing crunches today, we're doing pushupps. If I die. I can't remember the last time I actually died playing this game. That's not trying to show off or anything. I'm not going to try and look like a complete lazy... Oh, me and Sam are doing the same thing right now. Right. So we've finished last time. We started straight from the beginning. About 2 hours worth of cutscenes. But yeah, we've started from Central. Is it Central or Capital? In fact, it'll tell you. Will it? Can't remember. Yeah, I'm sure we'll be able to see. But we're at the first distribution center area. So we've gone from either Central or Capital. One of them got destroyed in the first void out, and we made our way to the first way station over the mountain, and from there we've come to where the star is flashing now, which is the distribution center. We've got a couple of bits of mail, so let's have a read those first. Hey, we got some likes just for reading the mail. So Benjamin Hancock. So this is a guy who runs the distribution centre that we're at the minute. Sorry, Sam, bad news. Thanks for delivering those rare materials, Sam. Everyone at the distro centre really appreciates you coming through for us. I'm afraid I've got some bad news for you though. That bike you saw outside, its battery's dead. You'll have to give it some juice if you want to use it. Only need to do it once though. Auto charger should kick in after. Sorry if we've got your hopes up, and I've got some more bad news for you too. You see, different facilities have to work together, sharing materials so everyone gets what they need, and to make sure that everything that's produced gets put to proper use. That's why guys like you are so important. Without porters, the whole system falls apart. Whole world even. Anyway, there's this guy, George Baton, over at the way station. He used to be a reliable porter, but lately it's like pulling teeth trying to get him to make the simplest delivery. Keeps bitching about being scared or not having enough oxy or whatever. Always some excuse. Even when he does agree to do a run, he's liable to lose half his load en route. So yeah, that's why we're a bit short on the materials at the moment. I'm sure you'll soon help us that put that to rights. We're counting on you, Sam. So yeah, basically, so the oh, we've actually got one from George Baton. Yeah, so George, I don't know if it's Baton, whatever. But he runs the way station that we went to first from Capital Knot. So it's Central Knot that got destroyed. More than Oxy. Sam the man, our saviour. Things are looking up here at the way station. Even feels better somehow. We're all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed when we set ourselves up. But 3 years of isolation and loneliness will change anyone's tune. Hell, when we first got here, we were putting up signs for porters and whatnot. But after a while, some guys got too scared to even set foot outside. When Central went up, I told myself this was it. America's done. Everyone was feeling it too, and the mood was just bleak. And then you waltzed in. You waltzed on in. I know what you're thinking. At first, I thought it was just the oxytocin too, but that's not it. Not all of it, anyhow. You gave us the glimmer of hope we needed to by bringing us into the chiral network. We're back in the game now. Been thinking of putting up signs again, even watchtowers too. Before long, we'll be opening up new delivery routes. Mark my words. It's still scary out there, though. All the oxy in the world won't help us deal with mules, let alone BTs. We shit ourselves every time we catch sight of one and end up dropping half our equipment. Honestly, it's a part of me is still a little worried that we won't be able to keep it up. And that's why we need you, Sam. You're not scared of anything, right? So, so go show us how it's done. Yeah. So those two emails kind of they corroborate each other. Um, yeah. And then we got some data, interviews, mules and drone syndrome. So this is by Die Harmon 2 years ago. Bridges HQ. Bridges' primary objective is to rebuild America. And in order to rebuild, one of our main tasks is to reconnect cities and other settlements by re-establishing a delivery network. Back before the Death Stranding, the comms and delivery networks were what held societies together. The whole thing was automated, AI managed, deliveries carried out by drone. The belief was that taking people out of the equation would revolutionize the entire system, but things didn't quite pan out that way. Instead, we're seeing cases of what would eventually be dubbed drone syndrome. It was too much for some folks to accept, leaving everything to machines and nothing for the common man. And indeed, the oxytocin deficiency and hormonal imbalances we confirmed seem to back up that assessment. Humanity needs to be part of the process. So laws were put in place and we stepped back into the picture. And then what happened? All the people all the people put out of work by machines who got called up again to and who got called up again convinced themselves society couldn't survive without them. And that brought on a whole new disorder. Delivery dependence syndrome, they call it. When the Death Stranding tore us apart, the delivery problem was spiraled even further. It wasn't helped by the fact that chiral clouds prevented planes and drones from flying, which meant that we had to go back to relying completely on human couriers, whether we liked it or not. Eventually, delivering goods became all some lived for. They were obsessed, addicted, consumed by the desire to deliver. Over time, they turned into mules we know and love today. Yeah, Bridges babies. So this is Dead Man, a year ago. Look, I'm kind of new here at Bridges, so I don't know if any of this will be useful to you. Still, I'm happy to talk about BBs if that's what you want. They call me Dead Man on account of my familiarity with the dead. Get it? We've always been on good terms, you see. Used to have a regular little chats back when I worked in the morgue. Anyway, that's the reason I work on BB maintenance and research, to learn more about those who are no longer with us. But I digress. Fact is, BBs were already being issued to our forces in the field before I joined Bridges. What's more, research into the little guys had already been conducted long, long ago, but no one took the plunge and put what they discovered to practical use. Still, what what that did mean is that when Bridges wanted to build our own BBs, most of the work has already been done for us. We used to follow the instruction manual, so to speak, which isn't to say that we have any idea how they work, not how they can detect BTs or how they can connect this world to the other side. We still have much to learn about our little friends, but one thing is certain: their continued study will lead us to a greater understanding of the stranding and of life and death itself. That much I can assure you. Well, I think that's about all I have to say today. Oh, all I have to tell you today. Hopefully, I'll have something new to share next time we chew the fat. See you around, I guess. And then we have Hartman, 3 years ago, talking about Timefall. Timefall was first recorded when Death Stranding occurred, and despite all the years that have passed since then, we are no closer to understanding how or why it accelerates the passage of time for the objects and organisms it touches, or why it immediately turns to ordinary water having done so. Some researchers have gone as far as to posit this process as stealing time, as why timefall is observed only in certain places. All that we know for certain is it's somehow affected by local chiral connections or concentrations. Sorry. This is merely a hunch, but something in me suspects that the Death Stranding may have warped our perception of the passage of time. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing, you understand? We humans can conceive our own deaths, and even of the possibility of a place beyond death, yes? We have the capacity to conceptualize the future as evolutionary advantage which aided our development as a species. Well, what if Timefall has given us a new supercharged version of this essential ability? One that will take us to the next stage of our evolution. Perhaps we wouldn't need to hole ourselves up in the not cities. Perhaps in time the Death Stranding will come to be seen as the phenomenon that saved our species. Exciting thoughts, I'm sure you'll agree. I for one can't wait to set out on our journey. Who knows what awaits us. Cool. Now we have memory chips. I haven't unlocked any yet. I've collected one, but I'm not going to read the bloody manual. So yeah, that's enough of that for now. Um, so now one thing I will do from time to time is while we're in the private rooms, just go up to BB and soothe her. The more you do that, the more your connection to BB is strengthened. So let's go ahead and get out there. So yeah, as I said, we connected this one up last time. It's interesting thoughts though about the Timefall and the Death Stranding.
Isn't what we agreed on. You said you do everything in your power to save BB.
We are. But we cannot release your son just yet. Believe me when I tell you it's for the best.
Says the woman in the mask who's done nothing but lie to me.
I recognise that voice. I'm not going to spoil anything in case people are watching who haven't seen it before. Yeah. Can I just start, please?
Sam, there's something I forgot to tell you. It's about managing your BB stress levels and reducing the risk of autotoxemic attacks. There are a few things you can do if your BB starts showing signs of distress.
Such as?
Such as take a moment to look after it. Cradle the pot, gently rock it, that sort of thing. Out of curiosity, how's it doing at the moment?
Before I answer that,
Something wrong?
I think it's going to explain. I was just going to
I see things
talk about this.
Things.
like a face, someone I don't know, calling to me. there's this room, too, with other people talking, but I can't make out the words.
Bleed-through effect. Didn't I warn you about this? You're mistaking the BB's memories for your own. They're false flashbacks, nothing more. Let me explain. A BB is harvested from its steel mother at around 28 weeks and placed in a pod. To be clear, this is before it's even born. The procedure halts its development. But even at 28 weeks, its sensory systems have matured enough to process external stimuli. It is more than capable of encoding this information into memories, which can bleed into yours via your connection.
So who's the man I saw?
Someone from the medical team, maybe? Or a BB technician, does it matter? The BB has been in circulation for a while now. It's been handled by a lot of people. How should I know which one made an impression?
'Cause you're the expert.
No one's an expert, Sam. BBs were developed decades ago in secret. They're your quintessential black boxes. We may use them, but we don't truly understand them. Believe me, I've been trying to learn more, but almost all of the old records are gone. If I find anything out, I'll tell you, all right? Dead man's honor.
Clear. All weapons will remain
Right.
locked until departure.
Yeah, so basically every time you do that, you're seeing through the eyes. You're seeing BB's memories.
While you're resting, I ran some network diagnostics. Beryllium monitoring and holographic systems are nominal. Unfortunately, our printer is offline. I know, after all the trouble you went through to bring us those materials. This one's on us. We ordered a part a while back, but it never arrived. The printer needs it to communicate with the chiral network. Mules must have snatched it, caught that porter en route or something. If I'm right, they'll have taken it to their drop site, which is smack dab in the middle of their territory. Don't suppose you'd be up for stealing us our property back? Can't think of anyone more qualified than you.
I guess that's my next order. So I've got 2 to get. So I'm going to do this one first. And then we'll come back and do this one.
Mama's added a watchtower schematic to your PCC. If you don't have it on you, consider fabricating one. You never know when you'll need to recon an area.
Yeah, so quite a simple one this.
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
We're going to go up to the mule hideout. It's up at the top of this hill. I don't know what they call it. Well, it's part of a mountain.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Call it a rule or a habit, but most mules almost always bring stolen shipments home. Find the post box, steal back the cargo. Simple as that. But be careful. These guys are armed. If this goes sideways, be ready to fight.
Yeah. So we're going to try and Metal Gear Solid this. Thankfully. Someone's already put someone's put a ladder here. I'm just going to give them some likes.
Remember, Sam, before you approach the mule drop site, we recommend you use a watchtower to confirm the location of the post box containing our cargo.
Yeah, it's alright to recommend that, sir. Don't really need to. Yep, so we're not carrying any cargo. So
Mule drop sites are rarely deserted, so remaining undetected is key. Keep a low profile and move slowly to minimize noise.
just gonna get my strand out because we are gonna bind them up. Just like that. I think there's only 3 of them. I think we can. Yeah, we're coming down here, remain behind cover. And just like that. Oops. Oh, there's just this one other dude here. I think he's sitting on a bench. Yes, he is. So I want to try and get behind him. Yeah, we don't want to walk through the. If you walk through the tent, it's got a metal floor, and yeah, I've neutralized them all. Right. Not really going to do any of this lost cargo. Do we really need to? Not really. We'll do it anyway. Yeah, we've got quite a bit of weight on our back now. Let's get this memory chip.
Sam, if you stumble across any memory chips on the road, be sure to submit them via the nearest terminal. There's
Yes,
no
I know.
telling what kind of rare and valuable data they might contain. You're sure to make someone very, very happy with your contribution.
grand away now.
Goddamn cottonmouth.
Can I grab that ladder? Like that? Yes, I can. Just because it was a bit far away from the rock edge there. Yeah, hopefully we're going to get a bit more story done today.
Mules. Damn addicts chasing a cargo high. Shame we gotta deal with their bullshit at all. Back in the day, AI did everything.
I just read this.
Handled by unmanned vehicles and drones. And all we had to do was sit back and let them work. It was revolutionary. Damn near singularity. No reason for it not to take off. But it did. People didn't like it when we took the human element out of the service industry. So, after some consideration, we put it back in. Made jobs no one really needed and gave them to folks who couldn't live without them. And from there, it snowballed. Now we got cults of cargo chasing crazies who get off on hijacking shipments.
Yeah, you'll notice that I'm
Always on the lookout for the next border. Make sure
gripping when I'm coming down that hill. If you go too fast, you'll just lose your balance and very quickly and just end up rolling and damaging all the cargo. That's why I was a bit reluctant to pick up the lost cargo, but I thought, you know what, why not?
Decontaminating suit. All clear. Well,
Thing is, we are going to 5-star all the nodes. But we're going to end up doing that just by yeah.
Good work, Sam. I see you brought in some lost cargo. Feel free to submit it here for processing. If you come across any more while out on a run
Yeah.
and don't think
It's
you
lost
can get
cargo,
to
so
its destination,
it's
you
not
can
part of
always
the
put it in
mission
storage.
to collect
It'll
it,
be safe and secure until another porter comes along to finish the job.
but you get likes with
Even
it.
if it has to pass through a dozen more hands before it arrives, you can rest easy knowing you did your part.
Yeah, I'm going to return the lost cargo at the same time.
Time to get that chiral printer in working order.
Yeah, get to it.
Put you through so much trouble, but trust me, it'll be worth it. Excellent. The unit doesn't have a scratch on it. Never doubted you'd come through for us.
Ooh,
Sam, how are your shoes holding up? Not too well, I imagine, conditions being what they are out there. Nothing ruins your day like shoes falling apart while you're on the job.
that's alright.
Like that, and it's only a matter of time before you injure yourself. I've arranged for boots to be added to your supplies. Bridges standard issue, so they ought to fit you fine.
I've got another
You should
pair
always carry an
linked
extra
on my
pair. But
pack,
if you
so
forget or run into trouble, you can fabricate another via a terminal at one of our many facilities.
we've got new interview data.
Good work, Sam. It seems your connection level is increasing. As your connection level increases, larger quantities of resources will be made available to you.
New hologram data. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, portal grade's gone up, so we got a title. Okay, so this is basically a star. We haven't filled all the points yet, but there's 5 different kind of categories when it comes to deliveries, and because we've just breached 10, so it's every 10 levels. on each one, you basically unlock a new attribute. Well, not unlock a new attribute, but upgrade an attribute. So it just said there we'll receive more likes now from other players. Or does that mean we can give more likes? I can't remember.
I understand you now have access to a chiral printer.
Yes.
An extraordinarily useful device that can only function because of the manner in which our
Let me just
network utilizes the beat,
grab my
enabling
beverage.
massive volumes of data instantaneously. Since under normal circumstances such transfers will take hours, if not days, some have speculated that the chiral network might, in essence, be a time machine. That it is transmitting data into the past. Suffice it to say, we have yet to fully grasp the fundamental nature of the network and the beach which we have come to rely upon. One might liken our relationship with it to that of primitive mans with fire. Is it useful? Quite. Is it dangerous? Undeniably so. Nevertheless, we have decided that the reward outweighs the risk.
Yeah, but primitive man didn't really understand the risk of fire.
And experimentation could be of considerable benefit. The same could be said regarding you, of course. Rest assured, I will keep you apprised of.
And the risk of fire back then wasn't as great as it is now. You know, there were no like buildings or anything like that. You know, they always used to have fire outside, so that you know at least they did kind of know what they were doing. Right, so we need to go and get some chiral crystals. Why do I need a PCC? Don't know. We'll take it with us for now. I think eventually we will. For some reason, the cursor is up on the screen all the time, and I don't like it.
Allow me to describe your quarry. Chiral crystals appear gold to the naked eye, frequently found in formations resembling human handprints. Surrounding rocks and debris tend to float a few feet above the ground. And they are most commonly found in areas with high precipitation. Got all that? Rain, floating rocks, golden handprints. That's your trifecta. Look for these three things and you'll find the crystals. If you've been especially observant, then perhaps you already know where to look.
We've seen quite a few of them now. So yeah, we need to collect 1 centigram
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
of chiral crystals. 1 centigram, so that would mean 10 grams. I think.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
No, 10 milligrams.
Sam, chiral crystals are pretty small and can be difficult to spot with the naked eye. I'd advise you to use your ultradeck to point you in the
There
right
you go.
direction. If you want to survey a
Some
wide
there.
area, though, you might consider building a watchtower and relying on its sensors.
We'll pick up a few just to be on, you know. That's a pretty big one. She said. Yeah, there's quite a few around, but yeah, we've got what we needed. Let me just make our way back now. If we kept progressing further that way, there's another BT area, so there's no real need to. Oops. Alright, so you see, oh, you can't really see because my ugly face is in the way. But down in the left-hand side is.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges.
Sam, chiral crystal deliveries are a little different from usual.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
pretty simple, though. Access the
So we've got
delivery
like a
drop off
bar
the crystals you're carrying.
that's that tells you the condition of your footwear. Hang on. Recycle. There you go.
Got some chiral crystals for us? These crystals only form in places with elevated chiralium levels, which makes me wonder if expanding the network had something to do with it. Not a bad haul. Plenty enough for research. We'll take good care of them.
Hi, Lily. Not doing so bad, thanks. How are you?
Excess chiral crystals can be deposited at any facility. These local stores include materials that you can draw upon to fabricate equipment as needed.
Ooh. Delivery volume grade 10. We can now carry more cargo. Cool.
Oh, before I forget.
Oh, we got a hat thing, is it? Oh no, container
That's
repair
container
spray.
repair spray for patching up cargo containers. Good for dealing with timefall degradation and all that. Useful
WD-40.
stuff if you and your cargo have been through the ringer. We've added it to your supplies list, so it's readily available if and when you need it.
Yeah, I don't really need that. For some reason the controller's just disconnected.
There is a correlation between elevated chiralium levels and increased crystal formation. This may well be the result of the network's expansion. You needn't worry though, local chiral density is still within an acceptable range. If you find any more, be sure to collect it. You'll be well rewarded.
Thank you.
If you come into more chiral crystals, you can submit them at one of our facilities. And you can deposit other resources too, along with any items you don't need. Everything has its value. What we don't use as is can be broken down into components for R&D and other applications.
Yeah, so basically, when we've been out in the field, we've seen stuff like metals, ceramics, resins, that kind of thing. You can pick them up and bring them to a facility for storage. Right. So. There's a few things to do, so that's basically the next part of the journey. Might as well do that at the same time, but I'm going to go and do this first before going any further because yes, I know.
Added a bridge schematic to your PCC. The first step is laying the foundation. Plenty of rivers and canyons could do with it. Take a stroll across one. Give it a try.
So I need to take out some metals. Oh, well, actually good.
We're issuing you a maser gun.
Okay.
This close-range, non-lethal weapon incapacitates hostiles with a powerful electrical burst. Bear in mind that it requires battery power to function. You should visit the firing range to familiarize yourself with it. Use the terminal to head to the range whenever you like.
Ada? Yeah, okay. Right, we're going to get rid of these metals anyway.
Order assigned.
Right, so you see how
Beginning scan.
it showed the weight.
Okay, Sam. should be a terminal nearby. Access it to submit additional materials.
Yep. So.
Sam, looks like you found the site. There should be a terminal nearby.
Wrong button. So yeah, we just add the materials, and then it should. I think we have to vacate the area. Maybe not. You usually have to. Yeah, just that pillar comes out is basically like a 3D printer. There we go. Oh,
Bravo, Sam. That bridge
lights.
will make life easier for a lot of people. You can be sure that every traveler and porter who passes that way will put it to good use. Keep an eye out for other spots that could do with another well-placed bridge.
Okay, so what we are going to do... Oh, rank. Sorry, yeah, it's just giving information about ranked orders. We're not going to do any of them. They're not actually part of the story or 100% in it. But we need to go to this room factory over here. Now, on the way, I'm hoping... So, on the way, we are going to go through a BT area. But also... Can I... Yeah, zoom in. You see there's like a... So that's the room factory right up at the top of the mountain. But there is... I don't know if you can see, there's like a... I'm just going to put it directly above my head there. So straight above Sam's... Oh. I'm just looking at my other monitor and it looks like the streamer's frozen.
How you doing, Sam?
Let me just have a look at Twitch. Stream manager and see what's going on. Anyone in chat? Has the screen actually frozen, or is it just my monitor that's not playing ball? I'm not even getting anything on the Twitch app at the minute. It's just a black screen.
Well, at least you know your limits.
Yeah, he's just gonna have a little rest while I... So I don't know if the stream has positively failed.